So let's spend a few minutes talking about episode 116, Dragon Ball Super. Now, this episode of Dragon Ball Super has caught many folks' attention because this is the climax between Goku and Kefla. If you look at a lot of fan art, it is quite literally the climax between Goku and Kefla. It's like, oh no. I'm talking about the end of Kefla, the end of Caulifla and Kale in this tournament. Now, in the future, will they be back?
Of course!
I don't doubt it. I really, really don't. Especially if there's going to be another arc after this arc where we're going to involve, let's say, the other universes that didn't take part in this tournament and or the Angels, because the Angels have been sketchy for quite some time. Oh, very, very sketchy. So that may be future arc, who knows? But I don't think that this is the last we're going to see of Kale and Caulifla. But that being said, this fight between Goku and Kefla has been a pretty intense fight, and many folks have been saying that the fight itself is better than the Jiren fight. So we'll get to that real soon. But first and foremost, let's talk about everything else in the episode. So first and foremost, the episode starts off with a lot of powering up between Goku and Kefla, where Goku, he's in full-blown Ultra Instinct form, and he's all powered up. Kefla, you can't beat me anymore, but Kefla goes Super Saiyan 2, and her power is off the charts. Now, immediately she does smaller energy balls, which then she combines into this whirlwind of energy. And she claims that the attack itself could destroy a universe. More so, she feels like it could. No. I know some folks are gonna be, yeah, this is evidence. No. No. According to Whis, her energy, back in Super Saiyan form, granted, but her energy was comparable to that of the Spirit Bomb that he used against Jiren. So we have, albeit not really a good scale of measuring power here, but it's in the same sphere of power according to Whis. Her energy is comparable to that of the Spirit Bomb that Goku used against Jiren, and that only culminated like a fraction of the power of Universe 7 Cats, because clearly Android 17 and 18, they didn't give Goku all their energy. The same goes for Frieza, the same goes for Piccolo, the same goes for Gohan. Vegeta didn't even give his energy. So there are some folks out there, I can't say a lot, but there are some folks out there that are saying that Kefla can destroy a universe with that attack. No. And I know a lot of folks always harken back to the whole, well, Goku in Super Saiyan God form and Beerus, when he was at like, I think 7% power or 8% power, the force of their clash could be felt across the universe. It was shaking the universe, the shockwaves permeated the universe. There's many different takes on that particular piece of translation. But that's area of effect. Area of effect does not equal your overall DC, where you can actually destroy. What area you can affect is different than what area that you can actually destroy, unless it's actually stated that the area that you can affect is also the area that you can destroy. And in Dragon Ball Z, that is not the case by a long shot. Either way, the attack itself is impressive. Goku does dodge it like beastly. That was a beastly dodge. Woo! Man. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is actually very important. And this is Whis talking about the Ultra Instinct form way back when. Granted, back then, he does not mention it as Ultra Instinct form. However, it is the core concepts of the form itself that were discussed by Whis long ago in the series. And a lot of folks had anticipated this, and a lot of folks were absolutely right. And number 3 that I want to talk about here is Vegeta, the Prince of All Saiyans. Now, like I just explained before, in the episode we have a flashback scene of Whis talking to Vegeta and Goku, and he states that this is a state that not even Beerus has mastered, to separate the mind and the body, to react instinctively. And he says that it's going to be very hard for Vegeta to learn this form as opposed to Goku. Because Vegeta, he does tend to plan out things a lot more when it comes to his attack patterns, and Goku is far more relaxed when it comes to his fighting style, while Vegeta isn't. And I think Akira Toriyama should take this as a very good chance to kind of separate Vegeta and Goku when it comes to their power schemes. You're Super Saiyan, okay, well, I'm Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2, well, I'm Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, no. But Super Saiyan Blue, I'm right there, bud. I am right there. So at the very least, me personally, I would like to see some degree of variation between the Saiyans. And I think this would be a good chance. Because Vegeta specifically is going to have a very hard time learning this form, learning this state, separating the mind and the body. Instead of trying to learn Ultra Instinct form, what would actually fit Vegeta's character best would be the opposite end, which would be something on the lines of hyper intuition, hyper accelerated thought, where instead of trying to separate the mind and the body and reacting instinctively, you strengthen the bond between the mind and the body, and instead of not thinking and reacting instinctively, you think about everything in like a matter of milliseconds, split second. You just perceive everything that you possibly can in those fractions of a second of time. I would like to see Vegeta go that route. And I think it'll make a lot more sense for his character. Him going for the accelerated thought route as opposed to just pure instincts. Because again, Vegeta's gonna have a very, very hard time learning this Ultra Instinct form because it honestly does not suit his character. And unlike, let's say, the other states, this is not a Saiyan state, okay? The Super Saiyan Blue state is the Super Saiyan form with God Ki infused in there. Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 are also Saiyan traits. These are states that are indicative of Saiyans. However, Ultra Instinct is not a state that is indicative to Saiyans. That is very important to note. It is not Saiyan exclusive. Piccolo could learn Ultra Instinct form at some point and be godly, be absolutely ferocious. Krillin, Tien Shinhan, who sucks, absolute donkey balls, could learn Ultra Instinct form and be beastly. It is not a Saiyan trait, it is a trait of someone that is really separated the mind and the body, or something close to that. Vegeta going the opposite route should be possible, and I think is the best option for his character. So that's number 3. Number 4, we find out a little bit more about the Ultra Instinct form and Goku's struggles with this form. Goku apparently has no problems at all when it comes to defense, when it comes to dodging. Dodging animations in this episode were beastly. Beastly. Man, from the first one to the last one. Oh, I mean, the last one is orgasmic. Good lord. There was one where Kefla, she does the little energy balls and she's throwing them down towards Goku. And that little like 2-second scene where Goku dodged them is awesome. It's awesome. Every dodging scene in the episode was so good. The scene where he's free falling and then he puts his feet in the rock. I'm like, oh, Goku, oh baby. It was good. It was real good. However, offensively, he has some problems. When you attack, it is instinctive, if you would, inception. It is instinctive for you to think about how to attack and how to perceive the enemy's weak spots and that kind of stuff. And in order to separate mind and body truly, you need to be able to attack unconsciously. What Goku is doing in the episode is that he's attacking and he's trying to do so instinctively, but he's thinking about how to attack in various ways. So in the episode, Goku has some fairly fierce attacks, but apparently they lack the necessary power to actually take down Kefla. And part of the reason why is because he has to actually think about these attacks that mitigates the force of the attacks in various ways. There is an issue when it comes to the form as a whole, because you have to wonder, how is he releasing more ki in this form as opposed to Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan Blue plus Kaioken? Because the form itself is just separating mind and body. So how is he releasing more ki? And the answer probably comes in the whole subconscious holding back is ki, where your body naturally puts these limitations on itself to make sure that you don't hurt yourself. You could potentially release a lot more ki, but your body is instinctively holding you back. But when you go Ultra Instinct form, you release those natural instincts, or you're utilizing them in the reverse way to where now you're accelerating your power as opposed to holding back your power. That's what I've gathered when it comes to the form as to why he is getting stronger from a ki standpoint, and it is pretty obvious that he is getting stronger from a ki standpoint. His overall ki potency is raising in this form, even though what it is simply is just, again, mind and body separating, or something akin to that. The mind puts limitations on the body, you separate the mind and the body, and the body starts to overflow. That's my guess, but hey, we will save that for another video. Now the next thing, very simple, Jiren on the move. Though he's on the move, I don't see him making any moves against anybody until the end of the tournament or near the end of the tournament where you have Goku and you have Jiren in that final one-on-one. Maybe some folks would attack him. Maybe. Like, who exactly? Vegeta possibly, because he does want to learn the Ultra Instinct form. However, Topo right now is like his main adversary. Frieza, nah. So Jiren is going to be untouched. He's just surveying the area like he was before he was meditating.
Now I'm going to gaze off into space majestically.
And he's just probably waiting for Goku to get back to that state when the main fight hits Jiren and Goku for the second time round. Now the next thing here is Goku and Kefla, the end of their fight, the climax of this fight. And I must say it was very beastly. It was very, very awesome. Again, when it came to the defensive animations, the dodging, that was nasty. Now, when Goku goes offense, it's also pretty good stuff. You start off with a scene that has the same animation as what we saw previously against Goku and Jiren. But not really a big deal there. Kefla tries to fight back, but Goku's punking her. When it comes to reaction speed, when it comes to movement speed, he's beating her. One last attack. Kefla, now I'm gonna use all my energy, all my ki. And we see the area just erupt in these red lasers, and it's pretty crazy stuff. And those lasers wind up changing to like laser lightning bolts later on in the fight. But listen, those lasers, let me be very clear when I say this, they are not, N-O-T, not, no, they are not the speed of light, okay? But nonetheless, it was very impressive. The area is being obliterated, and Goku dodging the lasers very smooth by the hair of his chinny chin chin sometimes. And then he starts I'm like, oh, Goku! And the final attack, where you have Kefla, she does the energy balls, she spins them around. That was sick. Oh, that was nasty. And then she fires off that one last wave. But man, dude, woo! That slide that Goku did. Ooh. Oh, it sent chills down my spine. Like, what? Like, are we serious right now? You can't dodge in midair. Boom, slide. Slide to the left, slide to the right, slide. Goku. And right in her face. Like, easy. Top 3 Kamehamehas in the entirety of the series. Easy. Whoa. Like, that Kamehameha was disgusting on so many levels. The buildup was phenomenal. The execution was amazing. Like, I rewatched that scene at least like 15 times. Just him sliding down the wave. Kefla's reaction, like that gasp. Boom, boom, boom. So getting on to the last stretch when it comes to this video. First and foremost, Kefla, Caulifla, and Kale, they're done. They're out of the tournament, and right now the only cats that remain for Universe 6 are the Namekians. Now, my guess here is that Piccolo will take them out, maybe with the help of Gohan, maybe. But I'm assuming that Piccolo is going to take them out, but in the same time also be taking them himself, very similar to what I would with Tien, and that'll be the end of Universe 6. But going back to Kale and Caulifla, I think it's a very good thing that they did the Portara as a whole, as opposed to going the route of Goku training Caulifla until she got Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God. That I think would have been ridiculous. Because beyond being bare bones stupid, it's honestly just plain insulting. Even someone with the IQ of like 50 or 40 would be insulted by a Super Saiyan Blue Caulifla. It's madness. So I'm very happy that they decided to actually go the Portara route with the fusion. And there is some massive leeway thrown in there because the babies, the Zenos, they're like, oh yeah, Portara, so cool, so kawaii, and it's allowed now. Like, what? What the fuck? Like, what? But just whatever, okay? Just whatever. Honestly, the rules clearly are very, very malleable as long as the Zenos like it. If it's cool to the Zenos, A-okay. That being said, that I think is very good for the overall Dragon Ball Super show. To not have those two, whether it be Kale or Caulifla, go Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan Red, makes the most sense by far. And how they ended off those two characters in the tournament, I thought was epic. Then we have some Frieza stuff where Frieza, he's watching Goku fall down holding his chest, and he's talking about how Goku, I need you to work harder, because he's still learning the form mid-tournament. But the fact of the matter is that he is putting a big strain on his body. So if Frieza wants Goku to continue to work hard, that only means that the amount of strain that Goku is going to receive via these transformations into the Ultra Instinct form are only going to harm his body even more. So ultimately, at the end of the day, Goku, after it's all said and done, if they do win, Goku's going to be extraordinarily exhausted to the point where he can't even move, and that means Frieza, like the hawk to the snake, just swoops in there like, and tries to take out Goku. He'll try to, obviously, at some point. Like, I don't doubt it. But he is ripening Goku for the kill. And that process is Goku always using Ultra Instinct form to fight these very strong opponents. And last but not least, is the fight between Goku and Kefla a better fight than Jiren and Goku? Now, normally you would think I would cop out here and say, well, no, they're the same. No, they're not. I honestly believe that this fight was a better fight. I think that this fight was a better fight than Jiren against Goku. Not the episode as a whole. Because the episode as a whole, I think that episode was way better than this episode. As a whole, the episode was better. From a pacing standpoint, from a story standpoint, from a character standpoint, the episode is better as a whole. But the fight, the actual fight and animation and choreography between Kefla and Goku, I think was better than that of Jiren and Goku. Albeit, this is Jiren and Goku Part 1. Part 2 could be just unimaginably jaw-dropping. But I'm sorry, Goku is dodging the attacks of Kefla. Were beastly. Like, all of them were beastly. He puts his foot in the rock and is just upside down staring at Kefla. The slide. The Kamehameha slide. See her reaction. I think that this fight between Kefla and Goku is a better fight between Jiren and Goku Part 1. That's what I think. So that being said, guys and gals, I am done. Be sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do, especially when I know that you all have a device called Zamaosu, and you use Zamaosu to click, rate the video, to click, subscribe, to click on that bell to join the squad, to click in the box below to get your King of Lightning paraphernalia at the King of Lightning store on Teespring, where we have very good shirts for you guys and gals to purchase. And of course, comment in the comment section down below. Peace, and have a nice goddamn day.